there's a young man. He plays lacrosse. He go to this nice high school out there in Fairfax, and the high school got like a pool as soon as you even go to the front doors. I'm like, what high school got pools coming in the front door? But this one does.
My high school did.
Are you serious? Wait, what high
Well,
school
it's like I went to North Point High School. In
North Point. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, North Point's wonderful.
Like, we have two entrances. We have two entrances, and like the back entrance, which like people aren't supposed to go through there, but like they now changed it where they have a part where you can sign in through there, so you can. So like if you come through the back entrance where the football field is, right there is the pool, and you can smell it.
Yeah, that's the part that we went through because we had a lottery. My goddaughter was supposed to go to North Point, but because of the lines, like they bought a house right by North Point, but somehow the school line cuts off right where that new development was being built, and so she didn't get to go to school. I'm like, well, it's within the 5-mile radius.
Oh,
you're supposed to automatically
is it over
be
there
in
by
there.
like Ashford Oaks and Autumn Hills and
I
stuff?
believe so. It's somewhere, but it's kind of close. It's within the 5 miles, but they said no due to zoning because they have to redo it.
Yeah, that's how my my neighborhood was. Our neighborhood was originally zoned, but the thing was, it was on the other side where the other side where it like, cause they opened up a back road. The other side where it leads out to where if you want to head to the mall, that whole side was zoned for Westlake.
Yeah.
But if you came through it and you went to the other side, all of that was zoned for like North Point.
Yeah.
And so like, they zoned us for Westlake because since I was in the program, they sent a bus out of the way. They send buses to get students in the STI programs who apply who don't live in zoning.
We'll see. And I don't know. It's just
frequency, frequently. As I release this frequency, speak to me.
no Stone. Thomas Stone. Yeah.
Thomas Stone's over there is like where my grandmother lives.
But
Where Georgia lives.
Really? Man. I mean, she loves Stone, though. Stone's a good school. I didn't know anything about it until I went there. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't even know it was over there. I'm like, oh, she walks to the damn school. That's how close she is. I'm like, dang. That's why they rezoned you over there, because you can walk literally to, why would they make you go all the way up to North Point? Even though it's a nice school, you are kind of in the zone for it. They're going to change you because you're a walker. And that's mainly the big gripe was like, if you don't have to ride the bus, even though you may even be real close to school, we have to think about it. Because they want people outside to come in more than people who are closer to the school.
Yeah, that and Charles County Board of Education funding got cut really bad,
Really?
like 2 or 3 years ago. They were supposed to get like $10 million or something, and they got like 2. They got like 2 million. So like a lot of stuff that got cut my like first 2 years of high school. So like I knew that was another reason why they, because like they had activity buses they would run. Activity buses haven't run for like 2 or 3 years now.
Where are they on the activity bus?
They do not do. I don't think they've done activity buses since my 9th grade year in high school. Like they cut that. And like especially because of North Point and that's actually our school, and they send buses because we have the programs that they send to go get students who are not in the government. They have to make sure those students really get to and from where they're supposed to.
All the things we face and make us question it.
It was just a whole lot of stuff.
Lead us to salvation.
The
Pour that
superintendent
oil.
of Charles County is
That's how
used to
we
be the principal of
become
North
king.
Point. So like she be like trying to tell them like funding is like, it's not all to North Point, but like they gotta keep up with a lot of stuff for North Point because of our STI programs.
Because it's STEM school, it's like
and because of St. Charles now, because that's the newer high school, and they have stuff that they're trying to do through them. And then there's another school which is the Stedham, what do they call that? Alternative school, and that school has programs too that people can do. So like, just funding for like those 3 schools and for like buses and stuff, like they have to cut a lot. Like not getting that 10 million really hurt them.
Yeah, when it comes to schools and their budgets, it's a fickle thing. Like even for rich schools, like they have to do extra fundraisers, or they have to go after certain donors or programs. Even richy schools, they still have to up their game like almost every year.
A lot of fundraisers over there. Like we even have these things like, because I know cosmetology was help culinary arts. We do spaghetti dinners and we do pancake breakfast with Santa and stuff like that. Like that money, it went to the school, but we also donated it to other things. Don't matter who in the school doing this, either bad, coys, STIs, any teacher, like.
Yeah, it's like the easiest way to keep that program funded, and so they don't have to come out of pocket neither. Because they gotta come out of pocket, they're gonna end the programs. You know, they normally say, well, we can only afford half, or we can only do this year, because they don't want to come up. They have the money. Every school has money, but they don't just have an abundance of it. You know what I mean? Like, they'll save it for something that they really need, or to compete, like with different schools or the county if they want to apply for certain grants and loans. You can't prove that you have so much money because they're not going to give you those free grants or loans or, you know, those government programs. They have to show that they're in a deficit or a loss, even though they're not. You know, they hide, they cook the books. Every school kind of does. Your college institutions, trade schools, they all cook the books. They do, because that's how they get government. They get millions of dollars from the government. Subsidies is what they're calling. You know, it's like free money. If you can say, oh, I have minorities coming to my school, I have Native Americans coming to my school, so I want the Native American grant, or I want a Pacific Islander grant.
They be stressing about them government forms.
Yes,
they be stressing about them at the school. Like, they suspended people one year, I know, for not turning in their forms. Like, they were suspending them and like calling their parents, and they're like, no, we need these forms.
Yeah, that's how they get. You're talking about millions of, like, okay, say it was your school, and you're like, okay, look, I'd rather get rid of this one student, or at least put pressure on them so they'll fill out the forms.
Oh yeah,
and then they will.
They had to deal with my mom because, like, one year I got sick at the beginning of the school year, and I had to go to the hospital.
Right.
And I was in the ICU, so like, I had got the form, but I went into the hospital the next day, and then like, I wasn't back by the time they wanted them to do, because they gave them like a week, and like they. Yeah,
so you know they've had a huge wealth gap on us for years, but we're coming up, and your mom did the right thing. It's gonna hurt a little bit, huh?
Who you got? One of my favorite foods.
Oh, I got you an orange and some water.
Good.
Thanks.
Good. Came out. Good.
What you doing?
Okay, I just want to ask if you could like really like exfoliate like right in here.
I'm gonna get you. I got you. I'm gonna do it.
Right here under my lip. Like everybody say this little bump area may hurt, but I don't care. Like when I tell you I be extracting everything, like
the chemical peel alone is far beyond a scrub. It's gonna really get all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, I trust you.
So,
okay. Yeah,
but no,
Sharice called me and told me, like, she's like, oh yeah. I was like, okay, well, we gonna have a sister then. We gonna do this.
I do my best. Because there's a lot of black people, or anybody called pretty much Hispanic, you name it. If you haven't gone to a dermatologist ever in your life, how would you know how to really take care of your skin? All these commercials can tell you this and tell you that, and we believe it, don't we? We're like, oh, right. I gotta try this. Because we don't know no better. We don't really know that those products we buy over the counter are chemicals. It's chemically made. None of them are doctors. Do you ever see any doctor on there, like real doctor, saying, hey, this is my problem?
Right.
Like Clearasil,
I used to, I can't remember the stuff we used to use, but like there was stuff when we went to the dermatologist that I liked, but like trying to buy it like somewhere else than the dermatologist's office, like of course the dermatologist's office, like it was, I feel like it was an okay price that we was paying, but like trying to buy it from like out of there is even more expensive, and I'm just like, I'm trying to like do some stuff with my life, and like trying to pay for that stuff, it just don't work, and like I can't keep running back to my mom and dad now, like especially because I've been buying stuff on my own for a couple of years now. When I first got my first job, like I hate like not having a job right now, because like I hate going to them, like, but they're like, you're just 18, like you understand, like you're still gonna need help.
That's right.
But I'm just like, I've gotten to a point where I'm used to buying certain stuff on my own, like I'm used to like being able to like sometimes go to the store and like grocery store and buy whatever food I want to eat, and just like making that, so like it's like frustrating at times, but I'm just like, so I'm like, I gotta feel like, go out here and do what you gotta do, like you can rely on people, like don't put too much effort where you rely on everything you gotta do on other people.
That's true, so true. Don't rely on nobody but yourself. Yeah, this was just waiting to come out. I'm gonna show you what's coming out. Wiping it right here on this towel. Just infected blood, pus, sebum. Sebum is just your oil glands, and when they get infected, they need to be drained out like we're doing now. And it's a whole bunch of stuff, which is good.
Yeah, plus the cocoa butter probably softened up everything in that cleanser.
Yeah, there's some people's bumps where it's like, man, I have to really stab in there. So like, let me show you. So if I unscrew this, so I have to use my lancet, a little poker, to really dig in there to open up somebody's wounds. You know what I mean? To really flush it, because their acne is so tough, like a brick.
Yeah, my little sister started going to a dermatologist, and whatever lotion they gave her to put on her face, I'm telling you, it helped her face. Cause like, I got her, I told her don't do it like I do it, because I'm used to doing stuff with my skin, and I can tell our skin has a big difference in it. But like, everything comes out so much easier. And then I tell her, go immediately wash your face. I say, don't touch your face. I say, like, I even force her to put on gloves when she do it. Like, don't do how I do. Like, you know, they say, do as I say, not as I do. I be telling her, I be like, I don't want you to have, and her skin is way, like, better than ours is. So, like, I think plus she saw over the years, like, us picking at our face and, like, the aftermath of it, and she don't want that. But I'm just like glad her skin is like doing way better. It's like the dermatologist stuff for me always vanity, and like I see that. Like I always said, if I went to college, that was something like I definitely would want to have. Like I definitely have my two sisters who I love to death and would do anything for. But like that's like a different type of sisterhood. Like, that's something you grow with people you know nothing about. Like, you know your sisters from the day that they're born. Right. And like, but like, I feel like some people I know, like, they're going to college for the wrong reason. Like, they're going for the partying and the fraternities, and it's like, you're not going to be able to stay on campus for the fraternities and the college if you don't get your grades up and keep them up. Like, that's right. And I'm sorry, I'm not having my parents waste $45,000 a year because I want to sit in a sorority. Like, no, that's not happening at all.
And you're right. They get into the groups, the cliques, whatever. They love to party. Partying is not a bad thing. Colleges are built on, not built on partying, but they do honor tradition, like the bands and battle the bands, or whatever, or step in. Of course, yes, that's a good thing, because at homecoming, if they didn't celebrate it, we wouldn't have a homecoming. It would just be home study or whatever. But they know if you don't finish your grades, you don't get good marks on your grades, how are you actually going to these parties? How can you party if you fail? You can't, right? It
now,
no
some
sense.
Students do.
They do, right, and they get kicked out. Yep, and they wasted, like you just said, their mommy and daddy's money, that $40,000 a year, or a semester, actually.
Right.
I wish it was a year, but anyway, a semester, Jesus. That's a lot of money. For anybody, you gotta almost put your home or buy a second mortgage on your house, or put up your house as collateral, which is terrible, because if you fail, you still gotta owe that money. If you can't pay your house, you've already failed college, now you failed your house. Your house is being taken away. So that's double craziness going on. So I'm pretty, I am happy with like Sharice and you, and like how you guys communicate with each other. Because like I said, there's family who will not look out for each other. They don't care about you learning the ways of college. They don't care about you succeeding because they're not succeeding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's not like me and Sharice.
That's when your nose, it looks like it's healing. I don't really want to dig into it too much because it looks like it's going through its healing phase.
Yeah, it's healing. Like, it was, I've been putting aloe vera on it.
Okay,
like, yeah, it's like...
Because I can feel like even the slightest touch, like it's rough. That's like kind of scab, trying to form a scab. I want to kind of leave it alone. If it was already a scab, then yeah, I would peel it off. But it looks like it's in its brand new healing phase. So that's good. Just
the skin came off yesterday because, like I said, I like exfoliate and like I used the kind of harsher scrub yesterday morning when I did it. So like, yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, what type of condition is it? Like a
type 1 diabetic.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. No, I was just worried. I thought like cancer or.
No.
There's a lot of autoimmune diseases that can kill you.
Yeah.
You know, so I was worried about that.
I mean, it does
So
mess with
you
my
feel
immune
that.
system. Like, I'm really susceptible to getting sick and stuff. That's why I tell people, when you're sick, please don't come around me.
Yeah, don't.
I've literally had the flu and had to go into the hospital because the flu turned into the cold, and the cold turned into me, because it messes with the diabetes and it messes my blood sugars up.
Yep.
And my blood sugars just stay elevated so long. Like, when you go into something called DKA is what it is. It, like, basically, you're using your medicine, but your medicine is not fully working by itself, and like, it's like your body is like, my body is starting to eat away at itself.
Everything is serious. We do. We flip out on every little thing, don't we?
Yeah.
Like everything. So when you look at like Asian people, Indian people, Russian people, whatever, any other culture, they don't really flip. Yeah, they don't. I mean, they may have their moments, but when was the last Asian person you know flipped out on anything? I can't name one. Like at all, not even in the movie. Except for Jackie Chan. But somebody brought it on, you know, you had to go mess with Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan, you know what I mean? Like, they ain't go looking for the trouble. But black folk, it seems like we're ready at any moment's notice, like just to snap.
Yeah,
because we're trained that way, you know what I mean? In the hood.
My anger is like, I don't know if it was like because I had like separation anxiety when me and Shui separated, going to different high schools. Like, my temper, nothing was bad until I got to high school, like my 9th grade year. And then my science teacher, she was like really like a woman who, like, I don't know, like, she always wanted respect, but she couldn't give it to nobody. And I'm just like, I know to you I'm a child, but first off, I'm a young adult. But like, if you want respect, you have to give it to me also. Like, I can't just give you something if you're out here disrespecting me.